Hello and welcome. I'm Saeed from StoryPlanet.net. Dive right into the essence of the most captivating books without reading them cover to cover. Whether you're on the go, at the gym, or just relaxing at home, we offer you a unique and enriching listening experience. Today, we are exploring the book Evicted, a creation by Matthew Desmond. Evicted, 2016, depicts the struggles of individuals and families in the poorest cities of the United States, caught in a relentless cycle of poverty. Greedy property owners easily evict families, showcasing the challenges faced in Milwaukee's segregated inner city. Before we delve into these revelations, it's interesting to note that Matthew Desmond, a sociology professor at Harvard University and co-director of the Justice and Poverty Project, received a MacArthur Genius Grant in 2015. He is an award-winning author of books focusing on race and poverty, such as On the Fireline. With 6 key ideas to unveil, brace yourself for a deep dive into this captivating book. On StoryPlanet.net. To start, the text suggests offering insight into poverty and eviction to peak interest. Eviction is a growing issue in the United States, affecting many Americans, particularly those who are poor and struggle to pay rent. The book explores the increasing frequency of evictions, the challenges faced by tenants in finding housing, and the impact on minorities. It discusses the reasons behind the rise in evictions and delves into the experiences of individuals in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, caught in the cycle of poverty and housing insecurity. Key idea number 1. Evictions are common in low-income neighborhoods. Millions of people in the US are facing eviction due to difficulties paying rent, with limited housing assistance available. Evictions are challenging to quantify accurately, but are prevalent nationally. Historical accounts show a stark contrast as evictions used to cause public outrage and community resistance, especially during economic downturns like the Great Depression. Key idea number 2. Rising vulnerability among tenants due to unemployment, low wages, and high rent. Evictions are increasing due to rent hikes surpassing income growth, causing financial strain for low-income households. Job losses in manufacturing industries also contributed to financial hardship, exemplified in various cases like Lamar, a legless veteran who faced eviction after unexpected welfare repayment led to difficulty in paying rent. Key idea number 3. Some landlords exploit vulnerable tenants for financial gain, prioritizing profits over the well-being and safety of those they rent to. Landlords exploiting tenants in debt can lead to dangerous living conditions and financial exploitation. Landlords like Sharena Tava and Tobin Charney prioritize profit over safety, exploiting tenants to maximize financial gains. Tenant vulnerability is exacerbated by lack of legal representation and the threat of eviction, leaving them helpless against exploitation and poor living conditions. Key idea number 4. Black women and segregated inner cities are the primary focuses of exploitation in the housing market. Milwaukee is one of the most segregated cities in the United States, with a clear racial divide evident in housing discrimination and evictions. Black tenants face exploitation and are disproportionately affected, particularly black women who make up a significant percentage of evictions in the city. Single mothers, especially black women in poor neighborhoods, struggle due to challenges like discrimination in housing access and unequal pay. The Fair Housing Act does not adequately protect single mothers and their children. In housing courts, tenants are at a disadvantage, with the majority lacking representation and facing significant barriers to defending their rights. Key idea number 5. Evictions create immense stress for families and perpetuate cycles of poverty. Evictions can have severe impacts on families, leading to mental health issues, financial strains, and other hardships. They can result in depression, job loss, increased poverty, and health problems. Evictions are not solely tied to financial issues, but can also be triggered by police involvement in situations like domestic abuse. Families facing eviction often struggle to keep up with basic needs and end up in more challenging living situations, exacerbating existing problems. Key idea number 6. Housing is a human right, and a housing voucher program could be the solution. A home is more than just a house. It signifies warmth and family. It is crucial for stable societies and should be a basic human right. Lack of stable homes leads to various social issues. Implementing expanded housing voucher programs, as done in other countries, can help improve living conditions and reduce homelessness. Critics argue against it, but studies show positive outcomes. Addressing housing issues is essential for societal well-being. In conclusion, evictions have serious consequences, perpetuate poverty, discrimination, and exploitation in the US. The book advocates for housing reform, the use of housing vouchers, and recognizing safe housing as a basic human right. Additional recommended reading is White Trash by Nancy Eisenberg, a book that discusses the historical treatment of poor white Americans. Thank you for listening to this summary. If you enjoyed this exploration, we invite you to discover other fascinating books on storyplanet.net. Don't wait any longer. A multitude of books, stories, and knowledge await you there. See you soon on storyplanet.net.